Welcome to another episode of Turn on the Game, the podcast. I am your mediator, Uncle Buck, this evening. I am live in Blacken Studios, and I have our respective guests, or not guests, but hosts in their home because we're still social distancing. Today is January 31st of 2021. That is wrong. Damn it, Frog. Why don't you update this damn doc? Today is February 21st of 2021. This is episode 179 in the books. Black history and sports, baby. This episode is also brought to you by House of Outliers and also Blacken Studios. The link is in the description to check them out. On tonight's show, the fellas will be discussing Black History Month, February. And this is our first, I guess, real full episode we've done in February, thanks to Valentine's Day and also the Super Bowl. But this week is all about Black history sports, how Black athletes changed the way sports were played and viewed. The co-hosts discuss their fondest moments in Black history pertaining sports. Today, right now, we have Cousin Phil. How you doing, brother? Staying warm. This was a cold week in Oklahoma, was it not? And that other voice you guys hear lurking in the background is Chris, brother Chris. bankruptcy at bowlerassociates.com. Y'all know something strange? For some reason, my audio got shut off midway through that. I think they can still hear you guys. Yeah, I guess it was on purpose that we should not be talking about what I thought we wanted, what I wanted to don't talk about, which was Valentine's Day for men. Yeah, I guess that shouldn't be a thing. Anyways, on today's episode, we are talking about Black history in sports, ladies and gentlemen, because as we all know, Black people have dedicated and contribute quite a deal when it comes to sports. We normally take over the sports, if you say. I was listening to I told Phil and Chris that I was listening to some old school Jamie Foxx stand-ups, and I also listened to, like, Eddie Griffin popped on one, and he was talking about white people better be glad that we haven't really dived into hockey as hardcore. But
yeah, I mean, we got there's a few of them in there.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I thought there was a few in there.
This
was an old one.
They're good.
But let's go and kick it off. Phil, talk to us, man. Talk to us about some Black History Month or Black History information when it comes to sports. Well, shout out to what's her name? I can never pronounce her name right. Actually, sorry, Phil. What's that tennis?
Osaka.
Yeah, Osaka.
Naomi.
Yeah, Naomi. There we go.
Naomi.
Yeah, congrats. Shout out to her because she just pulled off a clutch win.
And she been clowning too.
Man, is she clowning or is she just enjoying it?
I mean, she clowning. It's a little bit of both, man. But in a sport like that, though, you have to do that. I mean, you have to kind of clown and gloat, and I don't see nothing wrong with it.
She ain't dropped a set in the last two matches.
She didn't want straight sets.
That's to the great Serena, and then whoever that Jennifer Brady girl is.
You mean Jenny?
Yeah. Yeah, Serena. So Serena needs to retire. Does she need to retire?
Not till she feels ready.
Oh, look at that politically correct answer, LeBron James.
I mean, she still got.
She ranked 10th. She's still in the top 10, but
she ain't pulled a Venus and just fell off.
I don't think she'd fall off, but
so Venus ain't done, huh?
Venus has been done. I mean, she still will do a match every now and then to lose. Yeah.
But she's
probably still her doubles partner.
Nah, they done with that.
They done with doubles. I think they retired.
Really?
Doubles.
Wow.
Yeah. But I mean, that's a perfect story right there. I mean,
talk to us.
How many Blacks has it been in tennis that just took over, like the Serena Williams sister? I mean, the Williams sister.
None.
And then you got to think about them, and then you got to think about the women, the one who just won, Naomi. She's half, So that's.
Thea Gibson was the first,
right?
You got Osaka, you got Coco Gauff. I mean, but I'm talking about this. Like they revolutionized women's tennis.
What's going on with Coco though? Coco Gauff. She ain't. I haven't seen her in a while.
She's 15. I mean, I don't know.
I hope she don't get burnt out.
Obviously, I didn't know she was injured or whatever. I didn't know.
Nice. I mean, then tennis. Tiger,
he had an interview today. He was on the Genesis because I guess he sponsors. He's one of their sponsors or whatever. That golf tournament that was on today earlier, and he gave an interview, and he had another back surgery. Didn't know that, so he's recovering from another back surgery. It's fifth.
Have y'all seen his son?
He's trying to make it back in time for the Masters in 7 weeks.
Is it Charlie? Wait, guys! Yeah. Sorry, stop. We gotta stop. We got lost track. Phil, finish talking. Sorry, you still got 30 seconds left.
Oh no, I'm good. We good. We good. You can go ahead and move on.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I just see that it's a lot of sports like tennis, Arthur Gibson. You got golf with Tiger. I mean, it is like every single sport that we get in, we take over. Basketball, football, baseball for a while there. So I think that we revolutionized the game and how it's played in every sport that we have touched. I would say that.
Frog, let me hear it. How you feel about being black and representing the black community and the sport moments that made you feel good and happy to be black?
I mean, it was always going to be inevitable that we were going to transcend sports once we were able to allow to partake in them. I mean, it's just a matter of time. We got the best genetics and the best makeup when it comes to that. I mean, black people have been used as a sport since the beginning of time. I mean, we've been everybody's entertainment far too long since the beginning of this thing that we live in. So, I mean, yeah, every time you turn around, every time somebody black do something, it's the first time or the first ever, or we breaking barriers because we ain't been allowed to do everything. You know? So
tell them about it.
I mean, Black History Month to me, especially in sports, it's just like it just continues to show you. It shows you how far we've come, but it also still shows you how far we got to go. Because I mean, we celebrating shit like Bubba Wallace, or even before that, the little chick that Chris mentioned who was changing the tires in the NASCAR. That was a big fucking deal because she black. I mean, the video that I got in the doc about the first black gold medalist swimmer in the Olympics. Does that sound crazy?
Yeah.
That just happened? Because there's certain things, because of societal barriers that we can't cross in certain areas, in certain places, that we can't participate in certain things to where it will eventually be us taking over that particular sport or whatever. So whether it be hockey, golf, swimming, diving, whatever, I mean, wrestling, it's just, we're limited to basketball, football, track, and we ain't really in baseball. Them niggas are Dominicans and whatever. So, but
Chris?
that's just my.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Hey,
did you make that sweater?
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay. I'll see that.
Oh, man, I like that. Is there anything on the back?
It's actually.
Talk about it. Let's see it real quick. House of Outli3r. Yeah, turn around.
Can you see it?
Here, stand up just a hair. Oh, that's dope.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see it.
Yeah, man, I was watching
what inspired this?
I was watching Top Rank Boxing.
Oh, this weekend?
Well, I watched the Timothy, not Timothy, but I watched the damn comeback fight 2 weeks ago. Then I watched the fight last night. But I think I made this like last week sometime. And I was gonna do a reaction video to the fight so we can have some content, make some content
for
the channel.
Dope.
Or whatever. And I made the sweater for my reaction video. But I don't have no video editing software.
I got you
to be able to do all that stuff outside of here. So
I got you. Yeah. I'll send you something after this.
But yeah. Okay, cool.
Chris, what about you? Talk to us. Black history and sports,
I mean,
they
pretty much covered it all. I mean, like you said, I mean, we was.
So let me ask you this then.
This.
Let me flip the question for you, just so you don't have to repeat them. What was like a good moment, even whether it was while you were actually alive or before you was born, that you witnessed and you're just like, man, that's so dope that this black man was able, or a black woman was able to achieve that.
Hey, when you're done with him, I want to answer that too.
Okay.
Go ahead and catch it, Frog.
Sorry, Frog, for
leaving you out. I mean, that's a good question.
Yeah.
I know I talked about, whatever I talked about, but to answer that question, for me, it's the Fab Five.
Yeah.
That cultural moment in history, they didn't break no records and none of that, but the first 5 freshmen to start in college, but the whole turn on the culture that they did for basketball, every basketball, all basketball. You know what I'm saying? So everybody wanted to emulate the Fab Five. They came with the swagger. They brought blackness to college basketball, where, before you had to wear them short ass shorts because coach said, or you know what I'm saying, you had to stay in line because you can't show too much personality or whatever. So to me, the best moment for me culturally is the Fab Five.
Yeah. That was huge. They changed the game for sure.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
I'll say Allen Iverson changed the game as well. I mean, as far as basketball and, being himself, you know what I'm saying? Not having, going against the grain.
He changed it. Yeah, he changed it to what it is now.
Right.
To what these kids are able to do now with the tattoos and wearing their hair any way and things like that. So Michael Jordan changed it for the shorts because everybody had the short shorts. He came out with the little bit longer shorts. He changed the accessories because he made everybody wanted to wear a knee brace when Michael Jordan had the knee brace.
Mm-hmm.
Flip it, show the black and the red. Everybody wanted to do that. Everybody wanted to wear the little arm, the band right here around their arm. Everybody did it. If you played basketball and you grew up watching that man, you did it. Just like Allen Iverson. The kids that grew up watching Allen Iverson, the sleeve.
The headband. Yeah.
The headband, the sleeve, the tats, things like that. So, I got to find out. I think Doug Williams was the first black quarterback to win a Super Bowl.
He was.
Mm-hmm.
For the Redskins. So that's another moment because at that point in time, there was 20 Super Bowls in, and that was the first.
And it's only been two.
Him,
Patrick Mahomes.
Didn't Cordell Stewart and them they lost.
He got to the conference.
Russell Wilson, 3.
Russell Wilson
won one.
Yeah, Russell Wilson. I knew it was more than 2.
I be forgetting about Bruno Mars.
That's crazy though. That's crazy. He does Bruno Mars.
And then you got to think about it. Mike Vick, Randall Cunningham. They changed it because nobody ever wanted a mobile quarterback.
Warren Moon, man. Can't forget about
Warren
Moon.
Warren
Moon was but he was more of a pocket passer.
Yeah,
but I'm talking about changing the game as far as the mobile quarterback. You know what I mean? Because before Randall Cunningham, nobody was mobile really. Then you had Randall Cunningham. Everybody wanted to think, we need a pocket passer. We need the Peyton Manning type. But if you look in the league now, Lamar Jackson, Russell Wilson, all these mobile quarterbacks, they're actually for these guys now. Whereas
crazy.
5 or 10 years ago, they wouldn't. True. So,
but they even got the white boys coming out mobile now.
Oh yeah. They're teaching it now. They're teaching it. They're not making you. When you started Pop Warner and on up nowadays, they're having you move the pocket and rolling out and getting out. They're doing that now. Whereas before, no, stay in the pocket, throw it away, or whatever. Now get out. 5 seconds, run. Because how many pro? You don't hear the word pro style anymore, do you? Pro style quarterbacks.
No, not really.
I think my moment in the history that really just like shocked me, and maybe because it shocked me as a grown man, was when I saw the story and realized the story about Jack Johnson, the boxer.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was like, holy smokes! Like you shut the game down, and during a time where it was like forbidden for black people to do anything. Not even just about just the behind the scenes manipulation for black people not to play things, but it was like blatant. You ain't doing this. And he went through and whipped, caused riots because they were so upset that this black man done beat their asses. But beat their asses.
He was from Galveston, Texas.
Yeah, he was laying he was laying the D down, beating out the frame. Ain't that what you guys say? Beating out the frame. Them white boys. But yeah, Frog, do you have anything else you wanted to share?
Nah.
Before we move on to the next topic.
All right.
Next topic. keep it pushing here on Turn on the Game. Like this is episode 179. For everybody who's watching or tuned in, please be sure to share. Share, subscribe if you're on our Facebook page. We deeply appreciate it. This next segment, which I guess was supposed to be the first segment where we dive straight into Black History Sports, is Build Your Own Quarterback, ladies and gentlemen. Frog, take it away because you guys left me out of this like the jerks you guys are, and I have no idea.
You were on the chat. You could have built you a quarterback.
I didn't see this. I didn't see this message until like you asked Phil and Frog or Phil and Coach about it. Yeah,
I sent it. Chris sent it to me. Chris sent his immediately. And hey,
I
lost mine since then.
So you got the pictures, right?
Yeah, I did get the pictures.
Yeah.
I got them on standby.
All right. So you gonna go with mine?
Yeah. Frog, let's talk about yours first and go ahead and hit everybody with.
It's
exactly
great to be here and just see all of the exhibits
and
just to be a part of history.
Simone Manuel made history at the Rio Olympics when she became the first African American woman.
We didn't really have a show. We just had a highlight session or whatever. But I wanted to see. I ran across this on the internet and I wanted to see what everybody else thought about how they would build their perfect quarterback. So you get the categories are arm strength, accuracy, leadership, size, speed, and toughness. For arm strength, I went with Josh Allen. For accuracy, I went with Peyton Manning. Leadership, Tom Brady. Size, I went Cam Newton.
So it's almost like if all these people kind of had like a kid, right? Like if they all
you put them all together,
like a gene pool.
Well, you take Josh Allen's arms, Peyton Manning's eyes, Tom Brady's brain, and Cam Newton's build, Lamar Jackson's speed, and then Brett Favre's toughness. To me, that's the perfect quarterback.
Brett Favre was a tough SOB too.
He was getting smacked.
Can't take that from him.
But he stay in that pocket and throw that sucker.
Yeah. How many Super Bowls did he get? How many Super Bowls do you have in total in your picture?
I got 6, 8, 9, either 9 or 10. I think Brett Favre maybe just have 1, so that'd be 9.
He only won 1 Super Bowl?
I think he only got 1.
We'll have to fact check.
I think he got 2.
Okay.
So I got 10.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and move to the next person. Who's up next? Phil?
All right, man. Yeah. I'll go. I mean, mine's is similar to Frog. I took a different approach. Josh Allen's arm strength. Nah, I went with the man who's known for throwing the ball the hardest, and that's Johnny Elway for my arm strength. My leadership, I went with Tom Brady. Accuracy of Aaron Rodgers. Size of Cam Newton, speed of Lamar Jackson, and I went with the toughness of Brett Favre as well.
Okay. Chris, go ahead and
Yeah, mine's pretty similar, except for arm strength. I went with Patrick Mahomes.
He did show that arm strength this past Super Bowl too.
I went with Patrick Mahomes. Accuracy, I went with Tom Brady. Also, I went with Tom Brady on leadership. Size, I originally went with Tom Brady, but I changed it. I wanted it to be Cam Newton size, Kyler Murray speed, and then the toughness of Brett Favre, like everybody else.
Oh, so you
I switched it up. Yeah, I switched it up. I mean, because when I originally did it, I was just like, oh, well, I'm just gonna pick these 3 because I did that as soon as I sent that question, like, are we doing this on 50% or whatever, and then I just started naming off quarterbacks, and I was gonna say all Brady because Brady's pretty much the GOAT, so I was gonna put every one of them down for Brady, but I said, no, let me change it up.
You could have.
But I thought about it again.
You could have found 5 different pictures or 6 different pictures of Brady.
Yeah, but yeah. So, are we supposed to show pictures of them?
Yeah,
I posted. Look on the thing. I posted the
look on
pictures.
Facebook.
Yeah. I see the pictures come across a while ago. Yeah, for sure.
So yours got 3 Tom Brady's and 2 to Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, that's what's up. Well, I mean, yeah,
And Kyler Murray.
And a sprinkle of Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's a damn good quarterback.
Yeah.
What you gotta say, Phil? You got something on your chest. Get off your chest, boy.
I mean, I'm just saying. I the size of Tom Brady.
So you talking about? I know you talked about my pick at Josh Allen.
Let me tell you, yes.
Josh Allen was fifth. He was fourth in completions. He was fifth in yards, fifth in touchdowns. I mean, 4,544 yards. He's throwing that ball down the field. He ain't dicking and dunking.
He got Stephon Diggs.
That's who he throwing the ball to.
10, 15 route taking it 80 yards.
But Stephon Diggs.
I mean, like I said,
Stephon Diggs, you have 2,000 yards receiving.
Hey, you got to understand one thing too, though. John Elway, they said that he was putting X's with the ball on people's shoulder pads when they was trying to catch him. You know what I'm saying? That's the arm strength. The accuracy and stuff, that's totally well. I'm just talking about straight arm strength.
I was about to say, because last time I checked, the shoulder pads wasn't where you're supposed to be catching that ball.
They couldn't catch him. He was throwing himself
in the numbers. Hands.
Hey,
they supposed to be way up here, way up here. He's supposed to be right here.
That's how hard he was throwing them bad boys, man. He was slanging them shit. Slanging them. So, I mean, everybody is similar. I'm just glad nobody picked Peyton Manning for arm strength because I would have died.
Nah. I got him on accuracy though, for sure.
Yeah. So I mean, and the reason why I chose Aaron Rodgers because he has the highest QBR ever. So it shows how accurate he is when he's throwing the ball.
True.
So that's why I went with Aaron Rodgers. Of course, Tom Brady's leadership, that's unquestionable.
Yep.
The man won 6, 7 Super Bowls?
6?
7 now, isn't it?
It's 7
I think
now.
it's 7.
Yeah,
was that 7?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
7.
Yes.
7. He got more rings than your baby
that's-
daddy. He got more rings than your baby daddy.
That was 7, bro.
7.
He got more rings than your baby
That
daddy.
was 7.
Yeah,
That was 7.
count 'em.
That was 7.
Yeah, he
So-
got 6 with New
Patriots.
England.
Yeah. So
More rings than
and
baby
then-
daddy.
if you see somebody the size of Cam Newton running at you with the speed of Lamar Jackson, that's
6'5", 245.
That's scary. That's like that build right there is like the LeBron James of them quarterbacks.
I knew one of y'all was gonna say it.
I mean, it is.
Because that's how you were feeling.
It's the
That's how
truth.
you were thinking.
It's the truth. That's the LeBron James of quarterback.
Yeah.
With that toughness.
Oh, wow, yeah. LeBron ain't got the toughness though.
He's
But
tough. How many games has he not like outside for just wanting to kick it that he did not show up for? Or how long has he been like without injury? No, it's not. No.
So, see, he's talking.
Hey,
he's
man,
talking.
one thing
injury.
about
He ain't talking
LeBron,
disappearing in the middle of the game, not taking a last second shot like the other night.
catching crabs, catching crabs.
We're talking about missing a game,
Kinda
hurting,
messed up.
breaking his legs. None.
kind of
None, sir. None. What's up, Macadie in the house?
No, I think what y'all just saying?
The LeBron James of quarterback.
No, I'm saying LeBron. I mean, he ain't been doing no load management, man. That dude is tough, man. He plays, man, every game.
Man, when you got an all-star squad, it's easy to play.
He just recently got that. In Cleveland, he did not have an all-star squad.
In Cleveland, he was taking. And plus, he don't want to get fined for taking their games off now.
Nah,
They fire you for taking games
he
off.
wants to hustle.
Man, there's still cats doing load management, man. Without
And he got the
fined.
money. If anybody got the money, he got the money. A fine ain't nothing for LeBron.
Bron
Hey,
is
look,
trying to catch Kareem, man. He can't catch Jordan, but he can catch Kareem if he keep playing. So that's what he's trying to do. He's trying
LeBron
to catch
is the
Kareem.
GOAT. Yes, say it again, Macadie.
We're not gonna start
GOAT.
that. We're not Mac. No, we're not gonna start that, bro. We're not gonna start that. We're not gonna go there, man. Not gonna go there
already
at all. Let's leave it alone.
Frog, I forgot you had that video. You want to go back to it real quick?
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, I just wanted to play, man, for our audience.
Here, go ahead. And, if you don't mind, here, give me a second while you set it up, okay?
Yeah. So basically, this is giving homage to Black history in sports. It's It's a CBS video. James Brown interviewing that Olympic chick that we just talked about a minute ago. What's her name? Anyway, first African American woman to win a gold medal in swimming. He's interviewing her. I forgot her name. I can't believe I didn't write her name down. And he's also interviewing the great Harry Edwards, who talks about African Americans and that broke the barriers in Black history in sports. So I thought this was something that we could, play for our audience. You know what I'm saying? Since today is our Black history in sports episode.
McAdoo said Braun is the GOAT. Yeah, I said it.
No, he's not the GOAT, bro.
Yeah,
sorry, McAdoo.
He said something else.
Sorry, Will.
Do y'all have it popped up? Can y'all see it?
He said, Phil get tired of taking the groceries in the house, talking about load management.
hey, you damn right, because I got to go up some damn stairs. So you damn right, I do. But I'm a man's man. I try to carry all the groceries in at one time. So yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
You still ask for gifts on Valentine's Day?
Who? Will?
All right, I got it ready for you, Frog.
We'll be asking for gifts on Valentine's Day. No, I don't ask for shit.
This is about 3.5 minutes long.
Be here and just see all of the exhibits and just to be a part of history.
Simone Manuel made history at the Rio Olympics when she became the first African-American woman to win an individual gold medal in swimming. What was going through your mind when you turned back and looked and then the tears came?
A lot went through my mind. I was just relieved. I worked really hard to get there. There was a lot of emotions that went into that. Just going back to when I even first started swimming and just the whole journey, the highs and lows that I had.
Some lows?
Yeah, some lows. I mean, one of them was the social aspect of not feeling like I fit in, and just looking back on the history of swimming and knowing a lot of people who have inspired me to stay in the sport. There's Maritza Correa, Cullen Jones, and so many others before me whose journey to get to this level wasn't easy. So hopefully this bridges the gap and kind of makes it easier for people that come behind me.
Every generation has to add its contributions to the struggle, not so much because they're going to finally end the struggle, but because they're going to move things ahead.
Dr. Harry Edwards has studied the impact of Black athletes on American society for over 40 years. He says athletes like Manuel stand on the shoulders of trailblazers like Jim Brown, Bill Russell, Muhammad Ali,
the first of her race to win the title at Wimbledon, England,
Althea Gibson, and Wilma Rudolph, who were key to the larger civil rights movement.
Our Gandhi was Jackie Robinson. He was aware of the role of the clergy and lay organizers in the community in preparing Black people in the stands where they would hear the epithets. Just as Jackie had to be cool on the field, they had to be cool in the stands. By the time Dr. King came on the scene with the Montgomery bus boycott effort, we had already, as a people, been involved in nonviolent direct action for 10 years following our Gandhi, Jackie Robinson.
A whole nation of people saw themselves and what these athletes were able to accomplish on the field and cheer it in hopes of having the impact in society.
Absolutely. So if there's not that struggle, you don't have Tony Dungy hoisting that Lombardi trophy. And without that level of dignity and respect accrued to Black men out there on the national stage achieving and accomplishing things, there's no way that they ever look at a Barack Obama and say, yeah, he could be president. But sport made that contribution.
Edwards says the Olympics has been a powerful international platform for African Americans, from Jesse Owens' 4 gold medals at the 1936 Olympics in Nazi Germany to the protest by Tommy Smith and John Carlos at the 1968 games that he helped organize and is memorialized in the museum.
Still strong in you?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's history. It's the most iconic sports image of the 20th century.
And that history is not lost on 20-year-old Simone Manuel.
And now you're in the same museum with the likes of Jesse Owens.
He's done so much for his sport, and he's done so much for America. And I think I parallel some of that. So hopefully I can live up to that and just continue to be an inspiration to others. It's great to be here.
That was good. That was good. That's crazy to even think that she's the first black, female to, 2021. Simone Smith. Is that how you pronounce it? No, that's the Simone. Simone Manuels. Okay. Oh, yeah. That's facts. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, wait. Let me pause you real quick, Frog, because I feel like you're going on to what I was about to ask you guys. So, what do you guys see? So we've kind of seen the progression over the past. I think Nazi Germany was in the 40s, 38 ish. We're almost 100 years from that. We're about 90 years from that ish. Where do you guys see the next 100 years taking us? 100 years. I mean, unfortunately, none of us would be there. But where do you guys see it? Potentially. Oh wow. Yeah. I mean, hopefully. I mean that hopefully that's within our lifetime too. True. That's super facts.
Have another black president.
Hey,
I said, yeah.
sorry. I'm about to re-ask you guys that question because I think it was still partially, the volume was super low from after that video. So the question I had asked was, in the next 100 years, what is the, like what do you guys see as far as the black culture in sports? Frog, once you hit on first, since you had kind of started it.
So basically what I'm saying is that in the next 100 years.
Actually, let me rephrase that question because you kind of hit on the exact 100. Tell me about the progression that you may see in the next 100 years to becoming what you had mentioned earlier at that pinnacle mount.
So, I mean, the progression is so we're going to continue to integrate these other sports that we don't dominate right now. And how we're going to do that is, like I said, the mixing of the races brings on a different, like you get kids in different areas now because of that. And they take on the sports that are dominant in those areas. So you're going to see the sprinkling of these mixed kids within these other sports, and then they're going to start to take over. And before you know it, like I said, in 100 years, the only race, the dominant race is going to be a mixed race because of the intermingling with, the black guys with white girls, white boys with black girls. That's going on now. It's more prevalent than it has been before, especially with the black girls getting with white dudes. So, and they're having kids, and that's wonderful. We need as many, kids. Kids is going to keep this thing going. So, but as far as sports, we don't see a black owner. We probably won't see a black NFL owner or a cool man.
Do you think in 100 years will we see a black person owning the Dallas Cowboys?
No.
Hell no.
No. The Joneses got enough lineage to pass it on down 100 years. That's the problem. These ownership groups that are in place now, if they don't sell to another white family, they're just going to pass it on down to their next heirs and so on and so forth. And if they do sell, they're not selling to no black ownership group, so they'll be able to pass it on to their. So I say no.
I said the only way if it happens if one of the Jones people marry a black man and they have kids, or a black woman and they have kids.
Or somebody sells to a black ownership. If somebody
I'm talking about Dallas. I'm talking about Dallas. Joe, they ain't gonna never sell that. That's cash. They ain't gonna never sell it. Never, ever.
I don't blame.
Forget about that. But I do think within 100 years we'll probably see a black NFL owner. I think if it wasn't for Michael Jordan owning a basketball team, I think he would have tried to get a football team. But I don't think they allow an owner to own two teams in different sports like that.
Yeah, they can. Yeah, they do.
Oh, do they?
The Los Angeles Rams, they own.
He just bought the
hockey
women's
team.
basketball team. He just bought the women's basketball team.
Yeah, the hockey teams too, though.
One of the hockey team too, and something else.
But the women's the hockey team is not a NHL team. I think it's a minor team. Minor
No,
league
it's
team.
NHL. No, it's
it's
an
the
owner out there that
NHL
owns an NHL team and a football team or a basketball team and an NHL team.
And
Yes,
the nigga that own the Dodgers, majority owner of the Dodgers, owns other leagues. They do it.
I think Mike gonna try to dibble and dabble in it.
well, he in NASCAR now.
Yeah,
That's what I
NASCAR.
said. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think he gonna get in NASCAR, and I think he gonna get in I think he gonna try to get an NFL spot.
They just
Did
got
Bubba-
fined. They got fined heavily for something in Daytona 500. They did.
Did Bubba run the Jumpman today? Did he drive the Jumpman today?
He drove in Daytona 500 last week, but they got fined for something this week. Some big hefty fine too.
DWB.
Driving one.
Let me ask you guys a question. Like, so with even Bubba, are we going to start like watching more NASCAR now?
Probably.
Yeah, so
I mean, just a little bit.
I'm not going to ratchet it up to be a NASCAR fan, but even before Bubba Wallace, I would occasionally try to catch a race. I mean, till I got bored. But I mean, I'm in it for the crashes. You know, hope they all right, but I'm in it for the crashes.
Damn,
I can't.
that's ruthless.
I don't want to see nobody. I don't want to see nobody driving a circle at whatever miles per hour. I think that's just boring. So I won't watch it.
I ain't gonna lie.
Good luck
guys.
to everybody.
Go ahead, Chris.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's more to the sport than what we think.
I mean, there's a lot
teams.
more to it.
There's teams, and they do strategic moves throughout the race, like to win. Like sometimes you'll have like Bubba Wallace is a teammate with I can't think of the guy's name. But there's things in the race. There's things in the race that one will do to elevate the other one. I mean, if you guys have watched that movie
Cars
with Will Ferrell,
you talking about Shake and Bake?
Shake and Bake.
They do stuff like that, yeah, to to boost the other. So it's more to it than there's game planning, and it's not just getting there and drive around, 500 circles. And
of course we know that, but I mean,
I just can't do it, man. I'm sorry.
There's other reasons for me watching. If I do end up watching, it's more of a seeing what's going on with the driver and how they communicate with his team on, all that. I'm just not.
I mean, it's just like how many
convey that to the public that I watch it for that.
It's almost just like, I mean, like outside for football, soccer, basketball, hockey, tennis, I would say, but even, I mean, golf and what's the other sport I was just thinking? Golf and baseball. Baseball is slow as hell.
Baseball is cool to watch, though.
It's cool. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. If I'm sitting at home, I probably can't watch baseball. But when we did the Dodgers thing, that was exciting. I could watch that because I'm there, but I can't. I can't watch it on TV. I cannot. I can watch maybe an inning. That's why I say I watched the last 3 innings of the World Series last game every year.
The last 3 innings.
Yep.
Hey, Terrence Pagula, he owns the Buffalo Bills and also the Buffalo Sabres. That's 2. There's one in the NHL and one's obviously in the NFL.
Is he black?
But it's not 2 that owns like an NBA and NFL.
But they can if they wanted to.
James Dolan, he owns the New York Knicks and the New York Rangers.
Okay, that's one. Okay.
The Atlanta Falcons dude, he owns.
Most of these cats got more than one major league squad under their belt.
Mm-hmm. Unless you like the Cowboys or the Yankees, they don't need one. They don't need more than one.
And I mean, and they think they're fooling people by giving like celebrities 1% and 2% of the team.
How much does Usher own?
Like Usher got like 5% of the Cavs. Some dumb.
Just 5?
And T.I. got like 5% of the Hawks. I mean, it's such a low number that it doesn't even matter.
Do you think it's a financial, or you think it's definitely race?
I think it's cultural and financial, because if somebody hears that T.I. owns part of the Hawks,
they do it for clout.
The Hawks jersey might bump up a little bit.
They do it for clout.
Stanley, listen to this. Stanley, is it Kroenke? He owns the Rams, the Colorado Avalanche, the Denver Nuggets, and the Colorado Rapids and the Arsenal. This fool owns five different professional franchises.
Wow.
Of course, he's worth $9.7 billion.
Damn.
See, he's worth $9.7 billion. Jordan is worth what, like $5 billion now?
Yeah.
And he just owns NASCAR and but he got all the other stuff though. But yeah, I mean, that's crazy. I mean, I hope we can get I hope I get to see a black NFL owner.
Memphis Grizzlies owner, he's like 32.
I hope you do too, buddy.
Yeah, I hope I do, man. That'll be great. Who owns Tennessee Titans?
Somebody white.
I don't know. They didn't have it in here, I don't think.
I said somebody white. No, man.
Who does own the Titans? I forgot.
It's a family of somebody.
Yeah, probably. So, but yeah, man. What's next on the agenda, Buckety?
Oh, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. I was going to see if you guys can hold out to 57 seconds, but next is the 2-minute drill. We're going to announce the MVP of tonight's show, brought to you by the House of Outliers. As you guys see Frog right now. Frog, I'm going to put you on the big screen. Go ahead and say something for you can pop up.
Testing 1 2.
Okay, I thought he was going to advertise the shirt, but he didn't. But anyways, Frog, advertise your shirt real quick as a sponsorship.
Oh man, this ain't nothing but a Outlier boxing sweater that we made. It's not for the public, but yeah.
That's the type of quality you guys can get with the House of Outliers. Go and drop the website, please, sir.
www.houseofoutlier.com. That's Outlier with the 3.
And the Tennessee Titans is actually owned by a female.
Really?
Amy Adams Strunk.
That's what's up.
Yep.
Female owned? How long has she been owning them?
Let me see here. Businesswoman, controlling ownership of the National Tennessee Titans. Let's see. Give me 1 second.
National Tennessee Titans.
What you mean?
What that mean?
We national.
She inherited it from her father. Doesn't say her.
That's the thing.
I guess 1987.
It got passed on.
Hold on. You say 1987?
That's when her dad died, supposedly.
Oh, she's been having it for about over 33 years then.
Yeah, she probably in her 50s, 60s.
Still owning it.
32. You said she was 32?
No,
that's
owned it.
The Memphis Grizzlies. His owner's like 32. He's 32. Like a
but the MVP
billionaire
tonight.
She's 60. She's 65.
Yeah, she's about done. I mean, she's about hitting the.
She went to the University of Texas. Graduated from Austin.
Gotcha. The MVP of tonight's show is going to go.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My bad. She started owning it in 2015. My bad.
Okay. It's Phil. Phil, you're the MVP. I gave it to you because you were the first one here. You were on time, and you brought some good content. Of course, talk to us. 2 minutes,
man. 2 minutes.
Frog can't say nothing to you right now. You are clean.
No, I mean, I'm gonna talk about Frog, man, because I got to, man. I hope everybody saw the dunk with Anthony Edwards, the number 1 pick in the draft. So let me tell you this story. I seen it. I was like, damn. That was a body. If y'all remember a long time ago, we had a conversation about catching bodies as far as dunks. So I sent it in the text message and I said, now fellas, this is a body. Chris was like, damn. Uncle Junior didn't respond.
I was down too at the same time, just FYI.
Yeah. But then maybe, typical Frog time, 30, 45 minutes later, we get this one text and it says, yeah, that was a good dunk for the number 1 overall pick, 2 of his 7 points. Frog always have to downplay what a great play there was. So I just need to know, Frog, why? Why do you have to downplay?
Are you giving Frog
that
permission?
Good play?
You giving him permission?
I'm giving him permission because I have to know. Chris, back me up before Frog answers.
Okay, Frog, you gotta wait till after Chris talks. Okay, Frog, you gotta wait till after Chris talks.
He always downplays a great play, does he not?
I mean, a lot
Chris,
of the
floor
times,
is yours. Chris, talk to us.
A lot of the times, yeah. You know, he's the the Stephen A.
Okay.
You know, he wants to, he's a Stephen A. of our show.
Okay. Go ahead, Froggy. Go ahead and explain it, man. Go ahead. He's
the debater.
So, basketball is a team sport.
You don't have the toothpick in the mouth, FYI, so we don't know what he's about to say.
You know, it's about winning as a team. It's not about one individual. Kind of like Turn on the Game. It's a team sport.
He's bringing it back home, ladies and
yeah,
gentlemen.
that was a great play. It was a great play, but it would have been an even greater play if he lived up to his number 1 draft pick status and scored more than 7 damn points in that game. Now, if he came in and he wasn't a starter and he was getting 10 minutes, 15 minutes a game, and he had that great dunk and 7 points, that would equal up to his level of where he's supposed to be at. But the number 1 draft pick over LaMelo, Wiseman, and the rest of these cats, and you in the league, and you bodying somebody, but all you gave me was 7 points?
Breaking news. Brooklyn Nets just beat the Los Angeles Clippers. 110
without
108.
KD.
Without KD. Fully staffed Clipper team.
Clipper team.
What was the score, Chris?
What's up?
108. No, I'm sorry. 112 to 108.
That's still a pretty close game. That's a super close game.
Yeah.
For KD not to
but
be there.
I get what you're saying, Frog, but you're lucky I don't have the receipts, but I'm going to say it anyway. But I don't have the receipts. I remember when the Tennessee Titans wasn't so good, but Derrick Henry rushed for 200 yards, and you praised the hell out of him. Or no, not even 200 yards. He'll run. No, hold on. He'll run for a good play. Let me say that. A good play. He'll probably have 80, 90 yards. But he'll run for a good play, but you praise the hell. Did you see how he just stepped on that right there and he just chucked this?
Since they lost. 80 or 90 yards not good.
But they lost. But the thing is, they lost. It's the team sport. But you praise that individual. But you praise that individual play.
9 times out of 10 they lost because they didn't play him enough. They didn't run the ball through him enough.
Doesn't matter. It's a team sport. It's a team sport. I'm going by.
You did compare it to Turn on the Game. You did compare it to Turn on the Game.
That means the coaching staff too.
You did say Turn on the Game.
Man, the Nets, boy, they winning without KD, boy. They won 5-6 straight.
Hey, New Orleans took out
New Orleans came back. Biggest comeback in franchise history today. I watched that game. That was a good one. Hey, they doing a thing right now. Matter of fact, they doing a thing right now on SportsCenter. The legends of posterizing dunks. So everybody's about to come on right now. So y'all might want to go ahead and turn it on right now.
All right, Frog, go on, take us
channel 206. Legends.
Fellas, I'm gonna clock out early. I got to do some work. I got a call from one of my drivers, so I'm gonna clock out early.
All right, Phil.
We all clock out, I believe.
This has been another episode of Turn the Game, the podcast. To download this episode, any that you missed, log on to turnthegame.com, Spotify, Podbean app, iHeartRadio, Google Play, or Apple Podcasts. You can also catch us at blackenstudios.com. Thank you for listening, downloading, liking, and following the show. Don't forget to get at us on your favorite platforms. Our official Twitter is at @TurnOnThe_game. Follow us on Instagram at Turn on the Game. You can also email us at turnthegame4@gmail.com. Cash App us if you want to donate at $, Turn on the Game.
Turn on.